Hi guys, Steve Lyman here. I'm so happy to be here at Drumeo, and I get to show you these amazing and iconic drum licks by some of the greatest drummers of all time in jazz. And these licks are going to help demystify some of this language and hopefully inspire you to become more interested in this awesome art form. The main drummers that we're going to be looking at are Philly Joe Jones, Tony Williams, and Roy Haynes. We're going to start the Philly Joe Jones by this awesome 3/4 lick. That's an amazing lick. Let's break that down. To get started, we first want to start playing a 3/4 ride cymbal pattern. So that's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. My left hand is going to fill in all of the triplets that my ride cymbal is not playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that shift to my floor tom. This pattern now on the floor tom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the floor tom be the first note of that 3/4 pattern, but I'm going to have every other note go to the snare drum. So that sounds really great in 3/4. But I can also use that pattern in 4/4 to create a really cool long-term melodic pattern. Amazing lick. Let me show you what you can do with it. It's an awesome lick. Moving on with Philly Joe Jones, I want to show you this amazing 6-stroke roll idea that's great for descending around the toms. So a 6-stroke roll traditionally is like this. Also swing those 16th notes. What if I did that on the offbeat? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same phrase and I'm going to have my tom and my floor tom rounded out. My bass drum is going to close the phrase. 6-stroke roll. On the tom with my bass drum ending. In the context on the offbeat, it's a great lick. It's an awesome lick that I use all the time. And the last one that I want to show from Philly is this famous 5-stroke roll cross stick move. So a 5-stroke roll. But now the 5-stroke, the last note is a cross stick right here on the snare. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pressing into the drum, get it muted, and I'm going to do a stick shot rather right here on my stick to give that really awesome sound. So my bass drum is going to play in between each 5-stroke phrase. Philly does that all the time, and it's a really great tool to maneuver throughout the drums. The next thing I want to show is this amazing lick by Tony Williams. While that sounds like it's a lot, it's actually fairly simple and it's super useful as a jazz drummer. So it's really just a 6-stroke roll again, where beat 1 is going to be played on my ride. And from that, I can maneuver around the drums. And I can also use this lick with crossovers. The reason this lick is really important is it helps to unify the drums and the cymbals in time, so that whether I'm playing time or I'm soloing, I can use both parts of the kit, the cymbals and the drums, while moving forward in time. Here we go. The next Tony Williams lick I want to show you is this awesome single-stroked 4 idea. So this is a tricky one to play, but once you get it, it really helps refine your finger control around the kit. So it's a single-stroke 4. Where my ride cymbal's playing between each phrase. What's helpful about this particular phrase is it helps refine the motion between the snare and the drums and the ride cymbal in really tough spots, so you're able to communicate really well. Let me play this stuff again. Now let me show you this awesome phrase by Roy Haynes. So what this is, it's a stick shot, snare with your right hand, left. 3 tones. This gives a lot of really cool frequencies around the drums and creates really unique patterns. One of my favorite ways of using this is by the great drummer Bill Stewart, where he uses this idea in groups of 7s and triplets. You can already see you're going to be able to create really awesome phrases with that little lick right there. So there you go, some awesome licks by some of the greatest jazz drummers of all times. Philly Joe Jones, Tony Williams, and Roy Haynes. Have fun with these, make them yours, and if you like these, you can check out a few courses that I've done on Drumeo where we go into jazz in detail. See you there.